Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I would like to take some time to discuss Intel. It's been a while since I posted a video, partly because I got a new laptop and took me some time to get everything ready. And I hope that I can make better videos with better sound quality for you guys. But let's take a dive into the Intel stock. I don't want to focus too much on the financials here because I know there's a lot of channels who are focusing on the financials, but I also want to look at the technology. And yeah, I will combine a little bit with the financials to discuss why Intel is really oversold based on a 10-year investment. I am claiming that Intel in 2025 is going to take the technology lead, not just from AMD, but also from Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing for the next decade. So I know it's a pretty strong claim, and I think nobody else is seeing that because the stock price you see here, it's been devastated. It's been literally devastated. We are down 48% for this year. And if you look out, if you zoom out, look at how terrible this deep dive is. Like, it seriously crashed. I think we are expecting another very poor quarterly earnings. That's the risk if you're buying now. But if you're buying now, like in a 3-year time frame, the stock is going to be higher than it is today. So you can try to time it. The only time it ever dropped so much was in 2000. And yeah, you see it took a long time to recover from that. So let's dive in and let's focus on the technology here, guys. So firstly, I want to show an old article. This is an article from 2021. And this is showing the roadmap for everyone, for all the future foundry businesses, or for at least the main ones. When you're looking at market share, Intel probably has less than 1% of foundry. So foundry business, guys, foundry business is the places where the chips actually get built. So any producer of chips like AMD, like Nvidia, like Intel, they can ask foundry businesses to start producing chips for them. And AMD and Nvidia are pretty much doing that. They're the biggest customer of Taiwan semiconductors. And Intel is probably going to want to try to take some of that market share. So that's a huge market, guys. It's a huge market, and Intel pretty much has no market share there. So if it can start taking market share by 2025, this is going to be a huge growth opportunity for them. Huge. This is going to be huge. So we're looking now here, Intel, this is the roadmap again from 2021. And what did we see here? They were expecting Taiwan Semiconductors somewhere here, maybe even in 2023 here, to start with N2. And they would expect only for Intel to start, maybe in 2025. So Taiwan Semiconductors would be way ahead. Similar for Samsung, as you can see, it would be expected somewhere in 2024. Now, what happened recently? Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing has said, we're not going to have it until 2025. And Intel said, actually, we're going to have it in 2024. So that means Intel could potentially be 1 year ahead in technology. So that's huge. This could put TSMC behind Intel for 1 year, for a decade to come. I mean, you don't just catch up with this. I mean, and everyone's saying, AMD is not going to produce anything with Intel foundries, or that's like giving their secrets away. Well, I'm sure there's going to be a very strict process to make sure those secrets are kept, firstly. And secondly, they might have no choice, because if they don't, they're going to not only have to produce with Intel, but they're also going to lose a ton of market share at the chips production. Plus, everyone, Nvidia, AMD, is going to want to diversify. They don't just want to produce in Asia anymore, they want to produce in US. So here you can see it again. the roadmap for Taiwan Semiconductor was planned for 2023, and yeah, that is moving to end of 2025 or even maybe 2026. So that's pretty terrible. Even Samsung, I think Samsung will probably move a little bit back as well. So we'll see about that. This was announced here, where I found this interesting article. It is from June, where it is being moved back. And the thing is, we're getting, even though Intel it's losing its market share on data center, it's losing market share on its chips. It doesn't have a foundry business anymore. And now in 2024, 2025, all of that is going to change. Intel said we're going to be competitive again in 2023. And then we'll see what happens. And when you look here, this is the market share. So you see Taiwan Semiconductors, it has 53% market share. Samsung has 16% market share. And actually Intel could take, I mean, if they become the best, the reason Taiwan Semiconductors has 53% market share is because they're the best. And when Intel becomes the best, they could start taking market share. And that could go fast. In technology, everything is going fast. For sure, everyone who's producing chips now is already thinking, Intel could be 1 year ahead. I need to start thinking about producing some chips there. I know Intel is already in talks with NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is thinking about. And why is that? I mean, one of the things Intel did was getting one of the first ASML systems. The TwinScan XA5200 is their most advanced, and this could allow Intel to start their 18A chips, which is beyond the 2 nanometer, even in 2025. So in 2024 it will be their 2 nanometers, and in 2025 looking at 18A. So that's going to put Intel way ahead technology wise. So I think we have to stop thinking, Intel is a competitor of AMD. I think you have to start thinking, Taiwan Semiconductor is a competitor of AMD. And look at the revenue of Taiwan Semiconductors predicted. That's over 100 billion. Intel is producing like 70 billion, 80 billion recently. So if it takes even 30% market share of that, probably it's going to take more over the next decade. Probably we're looking at maybe a 60% market share that can overtake. It's also going to take market share from AMD for sure, guys. Don't doubt about that. Actually next week there's going to be a big event from Intel. So this is the reason I currently have a buy order for Intel shares, because I think, I don't know if we'll see it so low again. Even if we are going to expect, we might not have a good Q3 quarter, actually. Q3 might be devastating. But what we might see in Q3 is, again, reconfirmation of guidance. And I always said, I think the bottom is Q2 2023 for Intel. So I think that's the bottom. And we're approaching that date fast. But I think what's happening now, the sell-off is going a lot faster than I thought. When we're looking at Intel, here the analysts, they're predicting here that 2022 is the bottom. And we're going to see some growth again in 2023, 2024. They also predict the dividend was going to keep rising. That's also something that Intel said. So we're now getting a share with a yield of 5.3. A yield of 5.3 in a company that's going to be market leader in chips. Nothing in this world anymore can go without chips. It's everywhere. Chips are everywhere, guys. It's in your credit cards. It's in your fridges. It's going to be probably even on your key lock. It's already in your key lock of your card. Might come to your front door. It's going to be everywhere. Everything in the world is going to run on chips. So I think that's something that's so important that Intel is going to take the technology lead again. Yeah, I think the fact that Taiwan Semiconductor, of course, the proof is in the pudding. We won't know for certain until Intel is starting to bring out its actual chips, and it proves it can lower its power usage. And for that, again, we're looking at 2023 when they said they will be competitive. And we're looking at 2024 when they said they will take the market lead. And so far, everything is confirming that they are going to take the market lead. Intel has not changed their roadmap. I'm really looking forward on seeing what they're going to report on next week. I'm expecting some big news there, technology-wise. I'm also very, very enthusiastic about their Mobileye business. I think it's a shame they're spinning it off, to be honest. I know they're going to get 30 billion, which is going to actually allow to keep the dividends, keep growing the dividends, but yeah, I like I like Mobileye as a company, but they're still going to have a big share in that company. So I have another video about Intel valuation. If you want to check it out, go check it out. It's in my channel. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe, and see you next time.